The materials that you're going to need for this project are going to be your yarn, your main color, and then the color you want your spikes and the outside of the hat to be, a needle, a 5mm hook, and also a 4mm hook, and a pair of scissors. Also, optionally, you can get polyfill or some sort of filling for filling in your spikes, but I'm not going to do that just because I don't need to. To begin, you're going to take your main color and make a slip knot. Put your slip knot onto your hook and you will chain 2, so 1, 2, sorry, you'll chain 3 and 3. Then you're going to put 8 half double crochets into your first chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then pull your tail tight and slip stitch into your first stitch. Now you are going to chain 1 and then put 2 half double crochets into every stitch all the way around your circle till you get to the beginning. Now that you've put 2 half double crochets into every stitch, slip stitch into your first stitch, then chain 1. Now you're going to put 1 single crochet into the first, or half double crochet into the first stitch, and then 2 half double crochets into the second one. And you're just going to repeat this pattern all the way around, putting 2 single crochets into every other stitch. Slip stitch into your first stitch, chain 1, and now you're going to put 1 single crochet into the first stitch, 1 single crochet into the second stitch, and then 2 single crochets into the third stitch. So you're going to be putting 2 half double crochets into every third stitch. Repeat all the way around. Slip stitch into your first stitch, then chain 1. Now you're going to continue this pattern until the circle gets to be so that like it covers the biggest, roundest part of your head, so that it fits around your whole head, if you understand what I'm saying. So the next row is going to be 2 half double crochets into every 4th stitch, and then the next is going to be every 5th stitch, then the next is every 6th stitch, so on and so forth. Just continue doing that until your hat is around the biggest part of your head. So like this area. Now your project should cover about this much of your head, and now from here you're just going to do half double crochet rows. You're not going to increase at all, and you're going to take it down to about the middle of your ear. So now it should look like this. It covers half the ear, and you are just going to cut and tie off your yarn. Then you are going to take your other color and you are going to attach it. So make a slip knot. Then you are going to put your hook through the stitch and grab the slip knot. And pull it through. Now chain 1, and you're just going to put 1 half double crochet into every single stitch all the way around till you get back to the beginning. Slip stitch into your first stitch, chain 1, and now you're going to front post half double crochet. So you're going to slide your hook through here and then come up the other side of the stitch and make your half double crochet. Again, yarn over, put your hook through this space, come up to the other side, then yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and pull through. It's going to look like that. Continue doing this all the way around your project, and you are going to have a total of 4 rows of this color. Here's what it should look like. It should automatically just roll up, but if you want, you can also just sew it down. So from here, you're going to cut and tie this off. Now we are going to grab our 4mm hook and make another slip knot. Then you are going to chain 4 and 4, slip stitch into your first chain, chain 1, and now you are going to put 6 single crochets into the loop that you made. Okay, now slip stitch into your first stitch, pull your tail tight, and then chain 1 and put 1 single crochet into every stitch. Slip stitch into your first stitch, chain 1, and now you're going to put 1 single crochet into the first stitch, and then 2 single crochets into the next stitch, 1 into the next, then 2 into the next, and then 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochets, Slip stitch into your first stitch, chain 1, single crochet, put 1 single crochet into every stitch, slip stitch into your first stitch, chain 1, put 1 single crochet into the first stitch, 1 single crochet into the second stitch, and then 2 single crochets into the third stitch, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 in the next, and then 2 in the next, 1 in the next, 1 in the next, and then 2 in the last, slip stitch into your first stitch, chain 1, and put 1 single crochet into every stitch. Slip stitch into your first stitch, chain 1, and then put 1 single crochet into the first stitch, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. One in the next, 1, 1, and then 2. Then it's going to be 1, 1, 1, and 2. Slip stitch into the first stitch, chain 1, and put 1 single crochet into each stitch. Slip stitch into your first stitch, chain 1. Now you're going to put 1 single crochet into the first 4 stitches, 3 and 4. Then you're going to put 2 in the 5th. You're going to continue this all the way around. Slip stitch into the first stitch, chain 1, then you're just going to put 1 single crochet into each stitch. Slip stitch into your first stitch, and then you're going to cut and tie off your yarn, but you're going to leave yourself a nice tail because it's what you're going to use to sew the spike onto your hat. You are going to make a total of 7 of these. Now when you sew on your spikes, one is going to go directly at the top and then the rest are going to go around, Try to make sure that you have the same amount of space between all of your spikes and that they're spaced proper or proportionately to the size of the hat so that they're not too close or not too far apart. I'm gonna have to go back and fix this space because it's too far, but that's gonna finish it. Just weave in your ends. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.